My name is Emerick. I'm from France. I first visited Vietnam in 2013 and I immediately fell in love with this country. I love martial arts and history. Now, I am a Wing Chun student. I'm very interested in historical vestiges, particularly stone architecture and sculptures. I've been waiting for a chance to discover the silent secrets of the rock. And now, join me on. I'm now in Ninh Bình, a northern province of Vietnam. Once you are in Ninh Bình province, don't forget to visit a natural and cultural heritage called Chang An, which is well known not only in Vietnam but throughout the world. Chang An is a spectacular landscape of limestone-carved peaks permitted with valleys, some of which are submerged and surrounded by steep, almost vertical cliffs. In 2014, Chang An was officially recognized by UNESCO as a mixed natural and cultural heritage of the world. The site was recognized based on its outstanding value, exceptional natural beauty and significant geomorphic and physiographic features. Ninh Bình province is also home to the ancient capital of Hoa Lu. In the 10th century, during the King Dinh Dien Hoang dynasty, Hoa Lu ancient capital was a royal citadel of the first Vietnamese feudal centralized state. Around us, many monuments, vestiges from the past, relics, surrounded with mountains, incredible landscape, make that capital a real and unique stone citadel. According to some documents, the very foundation of the Hoa Lu ancient capital paved the way for the establishment of craft villages in Ninh Bình in the old days. Among those villages, Ninh Văn Stone Village is much better known thanks to its endless limestone mountain ranges, which are the biggest natural resource of Ninh Bình province. Welcome to Ninh Văn Village. As you can see, it's not difficult to see that we are in a good place. The sound of the worker, stones everywhere, it looks like a very interesting journey. In this village, pieces of rock and stone sculptures are seen everywhere. I'm indeed overwhelmed by the rock and stone here. Most local households practice the traditional craft and earn stable income from it. But the thing that captures me the most here is a house built of stone at the heart of the village. I've been to many rural areas in Vietnam, but this is the first time I've seen such a wonder. And like other friendly Vietnamese I've met, Miss Long, the owner of the stone house, gave me a big welcome.
Vào đây và cho xem nhà. Ở đây mời nước thì là xem nhà bà. Ngồi đây mời nước. Mời anh mời nước đi với bà này. Xem nhà bà có đẹp không? Làm lâu lắm thì đấy. Cách đây là 3-4 đời rồi. Làm ngày xưa là nó không có máy móc gì hết. Làm đều bằng tay. Cả một cái xã này giờ còn có mình nhà bà đây là đời cổ ngày xưa đấy. Thì cha truyền con nối thì ông bà tổ tiên để lại thì các con đến đời các con của bà bây giờ là các em nó làm nghệ nhân là nó tu bổ lại.
I came into the deep Vietnam, the old tradition, so I think it's really different from what we can see in the daily life in the big cities like Hanoi. Ninh Văn village in that area is preserved from the time maybe. There is only one word to describe this stone house: masterpiece. Miss Long told me that the house is more than 200 years old. The house is decorated with beautiful stone sculptures, inside and outside, ceiling and floor, doors and beams. The floral decorations look so real and delicate.
Có những chỗ này hiếm có lắm, làm hết nhiều công lắm đấy.
In this village, rock is not a lifeless thing. In fact, it sustains life and inspires the heart. I'm going to meet another elder in the village to get a better understanding of the strong significance of stone in the lives of local people. So, what all these rocks mean for you?
Tôi không có đá thì tôi không thể có cuộc sống như hiện nay. Và bố mẹ tôi, tổ tiên tôi đều có, mà tôi cũng đi theo cái đó.
I think the stone, yes, is really is part of their life. They can't imagine living without the stone because they was born in that village with the stone. I continue my journey to find a famous craftsman here. He is Nguyen Hu Binh, born into a traditional family of stonecraft. Binh has created artworks which are praised both domestically and internationally. And today, I will be his student.
Cháu ra khu tham quan khu vực của bác đang làm. Cái ngọn núi này như thế là cao khoảng độ 300 mét. Ngày xưa các cụ như thế là khai thác từ ở trên kia lội xuống, tìm những cái phiến đá nào đẹp nhất thì bắt đầu là các cụ dùng lên thủ công đánh cho làm rơi xuống đây. Thế thì bây giờ các doanh nghiệp người ta đấu thầu cũng là để mang cái đá này để cho như thế là làng nghề đá mỹ nghệ. Thì bây giờ bác cháu ta như thế là để xuống như con đá nào đảm bảo được kỹ thuật thì ta mang về xưởng ta làm. Trước hết ta vào đây ta phải kiểm tra cái hòn đá, tấm đá, phiến đá này nó kêu như thế nào. Nếu hòn đá nào mà nó có cái độ kêu như là chuông, không có tiếng bình bịch thì ta mới sử dụng được.
So now we are trying to find the good quality stone for our sculpture. We use this tool, the little hammer, to listen how the stones sound. Although I have a small knowledge of music, testing the sound of the stone to choose a good one is still a challenge for me. This job obviously requires experience. In my point of view, it looks like it sounds good.
Theo kinh nghiệm của bác, gõ thế này là nó có cái độ rẻ. Theo bác là hoàn này cũng chưa toại nguyện được.
It was really difficult. Sometimes I even touched the tools and tried the techniques, but I couldn't get results. I have to be totally focused in order to find a good rock with a nice sound. That stone sounds good.
Đấy, như cái hòn đá này là cháu chọn tốt, âm thanh của nó là rất là thanh. Nên là mình về ra làm cái sản phẩm hòn đá này là đạt yêu cầu.
After learning how to choose the right rock, my next step is to use a hammer to split a piece off from the block. I thought to myself this only requires power, and I believe in myself because I learned martial arts. But it turns out not to be so. I don't really know what happened. Just working on the stone, and now the hammer just break on my hands. Mystery. I don't know what happened. Well, I don't know what's happened with the hammer.
Đây là cái vồ mà nó đi với bác là 20 năm.
I felt so bad because I knew that hammer was Mr. Bing property since more than 20 years.
Đây là cái tình trạng là cháu nắm chắc quá, nắm chắc quá. Hòn đá này thì cái lực của nó nếu nằm như thế này là bây giờ là nó hàng tấn. Thế mà cái này của mình dơ thế này xuống thì cái này nó khoảng độ 5 cân. Thế thì hễ nó không chịu được thì thằng nào không chịu được thì thằng nó gãy.
It was difficult, yes, but Mr. Bing teach me the good technique, so I could have a little result from my level. But the most difficult part, I think, was the patience.
Thế về nguyên tắc của các bác, đây bác ví dụ bây giờ là cái này nó gãy rồi, thì bây giờ là như cái búa đưa vào búa nha. Như bác thử này, bây giờ đục là cái này là lực nó vậy nhưng mà nó có cái sự đàn hồi và co giãn của nó. Thế mình cái này chắc quá thế này thì nó không chịu là nó sẽ gãy cái này.
My first lesson is being patient and practicing good technique. Now I understand the old phrase, haste make waste. As you can see, it's not a really easy job, and the temperature maybe is around 40 degrees now, and just at 100 meters the professionals are working, so put a lot of dust on the air, so it's really not easy. Watching other workers around me, I wondered to myself how craftsmen in the old days moved many tons of giant rocks without modern machines like today, and Mr. Bing gave me an answer. In the old days, craftsmen came to break the rock during the dry season. They made huge, strong rafts from bamboo and pulled the huge rocks onto the rafts. Then they waited for the 7th or 8th lunar month, which is the rainy season. The areas around the foot of the mountains often flooded during the rainy season. But this was a very good condition for craftsmen to transport huge rocks.
Ngày xưa cụ mà dùng luồng mà đưa những ngọn đá này là các cụ phải tính toán rất là cầu kỳ.
It was just an incredible feeling because it's the work of many lives, of many craftsmen lives, so it's amazing. The story about the intelligence of the craftsman truly inspires me. I'm determined to complete my first challenge. Bác Minh ơi!
Ôi rồi, tốt quá, thành
We
công
made it,
rồi, cái
we
này
made it.
rồi, đẹp rồi, này mang
That's
về
great,
nhà
that's
làm
great.
thôi.
Yeah.
Ở nhà làm
cảm
thôi.
ơn. And I made it. To reward my efforts, Mr. Bing led me to a special place, an ancient temple named Kongla Ha in his hamlet. Legend has it that the temple is dedicated to Princess Nok Hua of Hung King. This is the first time I've seen such a big stone bell and listened to its sound. Standing at the ancient temple, listening to Mr. Bing's stories of ancient stone sculpture, it seems to me that I'm turning back the hand of time to the old days.
Dân làng là khi nóng bức là vào đây, cái thứ nhất là chiêm ngưỡng, cái thứ hai là hưởng cái gió của làng quê.
Có thế mát
à? Đấy, đây, tiếng cây tre đang kêu đấy, thấy sướng không?
I can see clearly the great respect and pride the local people say for their own stone heritage. Next, I learned how to smooth the rock. To me, to train the focus and patience, nothing is better than learning the technique of smoothing the rock. Processing is really long, from the part when we take the stone from the mountain and the part when we finish to polish the object we want to make. Mr. Bing teach me the good technique, so in my small level, very small level, I could arrive to a kind of result. So I was happy for that. But the most difficult, I think, was the patience, because we always want to make it faster, to finish very quickly, and even sometimes we see a little result, so we want to make it more faster to see more deep the result. But it's not good, because we can break the stone and have to do it again from the beginning.
Ngày xưa là các cụ dạy các chú ấy là khi làm cái sản phẩm này là mình mang hết tâm huyết ra để cho nó đẹp. Đấy, mình không có tập trung vào là các cụ lấy cái này, các cụ lại từ đây xuống đây, các cụ phạt sâu nó xuống đây khoảng 5 phân, thì mình lại làm lại.
Now we are on the last step to arrange the stone, so we use this small tool, a small hammer with a lot of some points at the top to make the stone as flat as possible there. And the result is just amazing. It's really flat now. It looks like an easy job, but it's not so easy because I have to stay focused to make the surface equal, not high point and low points. But for lack of time, now people most of the time use some machines to make it really flat to have these results. So I will, with the help of Mr. Bing, use one of these machines to make the stone flat and start then the real sculpture.
And for the sculpture step, I chose to draw a lotus. I know that the hardest lesson hasn't come yet. All the things I've learned are just preparation for the most difficult task.
Bắt đầu ta lấy dụng cụ này. Đấy, thế bây giờ là ta lấy dụng cụ thì ta lấy cái ve này.
Mr. Bing told me that in the past, a craftsman used to own hundreds of various kinds of tools. Today, modern machines dominate, and craftsmen use less hand tools. But this kit has been with him for his whole life, and Mr. Bing loves it very much. To make the petals of the lotus stand out against the surface, I have to learn control. I have to learn to feel the power flowing from my hand into the tools. Even a slight lapse in focus could break my flower, and I will have to start all over again.
Mình tiếp tục như thế, bắt đầu là dùng cái đục rất nhỏ. Bây giờ như thế là cháu ấy trổ cái này nó lâm tấm rất là ghi để trang trí làm sao cho cái bông sen và cái lá cho nó nổi bật. Trong khi mình trổ thì mình phải tránh toàn bộ những cái khu vực mà mình chạm những cái cánh sen và cái đầu sen và những cái đầu lá này, tránh rất là tỉ mỉ để làm sao nó khỏi sứt mẻ những cái bông hoa này đi.
In martial arts, we have the term kung fu, and kung fu means work to obtain a kind of level. With the craftsmen, it's exactly the same principle. They work all their life, achieve a level to be good of what they are doing. And I think I can say that Mr. Bing, the craftsman, has a good kung fu because he achieved a huge level of what he do. So it's just amazing. His kung fu is really high. By Vinoy, how can you explain that passion for your job?
Cái này là bác yêu nghề là vì mỗi một cái tác phẩm như thế này ra đời thì bác sẽ mang đến hết các cái vùng quê trong Việt Nam. Nên là bác rất tự hào về cái nghề sản phẩm này, được đi khắp nơi.
In our day, we see that job is really difficult, has a lot of patience. One time you never want to quit that job and leave for another job?
Cái này lắm lúc là bác cũng chán nản vì cái nguồn kinh tế ngày xưa nó rất là chật hẹp, nhưng mà bác nghĩ lại cái nghề tổ tiên ông cha để lại thì bác cố gắng bác vượt qua cái khó khăn đó. Đến bây giờ cái nền kinh tế phát triển thì bác rất tự hào là cái nghề ông cha để lại như thế là đi khắp trên miền Tổ quốc Việt Nam và đồng lương cũng kiếm được hơn ngày trước.
The village and the stone give them everything of what they are now. It's their job, it's their passion. When I listen to them, I really feel how it was important for them. And I always like listening stories of old people like this. We can always learn something from this person. I think the best lesson I can take from this is when we specialize in an area, and when we keep going, work in that area during all the life, we can really make great things, incredible things, and we can be proud of ourselves.
A craftsman in England will be honored as master if he can perform the technique of wind sculpture. In other words, wind sculpture means creating a sculpture with holes that the wind can blow through. To sculpt wind holes, the craftsman must be focused on every tiny details. A minor mistake will ruin all his efforts.
Mr. Bing showed me the technique of wind sculpture on a dragon-shaped piece. He generously opened his family treasure to display a wind sculpture masterpiece made by his father. To Mr. Bing, this is an invaluable fortune he has inherited from his ancestors.
Cháu xem cái thông phong của ông cha để lại, đây là một cây trúc. Đấy. Và như thế là ba con sóc. Cháu thấy có đẹp không?
When I took the piece in my hands and look the details from very close distance, I really saw the small details, the mouth, even the eyes of the mouse, just a few millimeters, and the way the surface was so flat and really comfortable to touch. It was just a piece of something amazing.
Thế ngày xưa thì là các cụ dùng toàn bộ bằng thủ công. Thế nên nếu nói về cái tinh xảo, thông phong thì cái này là đỉnh cao nhất. Hiện nay ở nhà thờ Phát Hiện thì có mấy tấm cái tấm thùng phong là đỉnh cao nhất và đẹp nhất mà để lại.
Phát Diệm Church is located at Kim Son district of Ninh Bình province. The church is vivid evidence of the talents of craftsmen from Ninh. Built between 1875 and 1899, it is popularly known as a stone church. Today, it still preserves decorative stone sculptures, which are second to none in Vietnam. The wind sculpture technique is well demonstrated at the church. Here, the most famous pieces include 4 sculpture blocks of pine, bamboo, daisy, and apricot blossom. In my country, there are also a lot of sculptures in the church, in the monuments, but because when we are at home we don't care so much about such kind of details. But now, because I came in Vietnam and I saw how the craftsman works, I think when I will come back in France I will not see the monument the same before, because when we are in our unusual place we don't care about such kind of things. It's boring and we always search in foreign countries, but it's good because I found the meaning in the foreign country. It's more than 10,000 kilometers from France, so I think when I will come back France, it will be everything will be different about that kind of works.
Ok, bây giờ cái sản phẩm này là cháu làm như thế là đã đạt tới như thế là 50-60% rồi. Đây là sóng nước, đây là cái lá sen của Việt Nam, đây là cái bông sen. Thế bây giờ nếu như mà cháu muốn học cái việc này thì phải là 1 đến 2 năm thì mới làm ra cái bông sen nó sẽ tuyệt tác theo ý được. Thì bây giờ cái sản phẩm này như thế là bác sẽ tặng cháu mang về làm kỷ niệm của quê hương bác.
Cảm ơn. If I have time, I hope came back maybe in the Ninh village, and I hope to see again maybe Mr. Bing, and why not learn more deeper skills to bring back maybe in France, and then do this not maybe for a job but just for the passion. Well, with my lotus complete, my journey at Ninh village has come to an end. It's hard to believe that I must now say goodbye. I will treasure this experience. Originally, I came here with the idea of discovering something about old stone sculptures. But after my experience here, I got to know the lifestyle, the people, and a better understanding about what stone sculpture really is. In my mind, it is not what I thought it would be. I'm walking away with something greater, something completely unexpected. One of those things is learning focus and patience for myself. Another is getting to know the people who work hard and treasure that tradition. I do wonder if the village will survive in the future, but I think it will have the power and the strength to sustain itself. And now, back to the ancient capital Hoa Lo in the temple dedicated to the king Dinh Tian Hoa, and I think I have a better understanding of what the work of the craftsman really is. This is the royal bed made by the Vietnamese craftsmen in the 17th century, and one more detail that shows how unique is the talent of the Vietnamese workers is when we put some water over the surface of the bed, we really feel the dragon is maybe moving and swimming in the sea or flying around the mountains. It was my day in the world of the craftsman, the world of the sculpture, and I think I will never forget that day.